Hi guys, I'm back with another video. If you're new here, I focus on all things manifestations in regards to law of assumption. And in this video, I want to talk about the power of awareness, one of the books that Neville wrote, and get into focusing on a state, changing your identity and why that's important and significant in regards to manifesting. When you are working on changing your 3D, you first have to go within and change who you are, okay? You have to understand that if you want a different outer reality, you have to become a different version of self. And the way that you do that is up to you. You can use any tool that you want: imagination, affirmation, scripting, inner conversations, all of it. The thing that you have to be really aware of is if you are living in your old story, if you do not let go of the past or revise or however you want to do it, your same reality is going to keep reflecting back. So if you have not seen movement in your 3D in regards to something you're manifesting, whatever it is, because circumstances don't matter, the thing doesn't matter, okay? It's the technique and it's the state of consciousness that you hold inside and your self-concept of yourself. If you really believe that you are the creator and you're not double-minded or wavering back and forth. Now, I know this to be true because I don't just go by examples, but I've had times in my life where I've had a feeling state and then I've fallen out of the state into an old story, and it's reflected back to me in my relationships and in my 3D reality. When you solidify a new state, which is a new identity, which is the wish fulfilled, which is your dominant assumption, it's all the same. That's when things will quickly start to change and reflect back in your 3D. They're not going to reflect back until you change who you assume you are and what is going on in your inner consciousness, okay? This has come up several times today where people are saying if they just affirm continuously that they're going to get their manifestation. And maybe you'll get it, but then your old story is going to come and it's going to bring you back to that place of consciousness and you could lose it. That's happened with me, with several clients. Until you solidify and you really shift, nothing's going to really shift on the outside. If you guys want examples, I can go into that in another video, but I just want to focus on the power of awareness, which is our inner state and where we're putting our focus, where we are looking to, manifest from. I think there's a lot of confusion that you can manifest from the 3D, like you're out here doing stuff to the 3D, but that's not what's happening because everything's coming from within. You are the creator inside of you. So if you believe that you already have this thing, this relationship, this house, this job, this career, if you already have that inside of you, it has no choice but to come in from your 3D. Neville calls it the law as the same as the law of electricity. Like, it is a simulation. This is not, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work. That's not going to help solidify a state. Or if I affirm myself to death, I'm going to get my manifestation. No, because as soon as you stop affirming, how are you feeling inside? Do you feel as if you already have this committed relationship? Do you feel as if you already have this solid, romantic partner? Do you already feel as if you have this amount of money, that you are making this amount of money? Do you feel that you are secure financially? You have to feel as if it's natural, or it's not going to come in and shock you like out of nowhere if you're not thinking from that state. So if you haven't yet, I definitely would either read or listen to the audiobook, Power of Awareness. It's free online. The audiobook's free on YouTube. It's really going to help you understand that the more you saturate yourself in this new feeling state, you no longer have that want, that need for it to come in your 3D, which means it is solidified. It means it's done and you can leave it alone. And start off with things that are small, that maybe you have less resistance around, and go from there, and then keep building your faith, because as soon as you lock in and you know that this is the way it is and this is how it works and this is like the law of gravity, then you're going to start to have controlled thoughts and feelings, and you're going to have an awareness, the power of awareness. You're going to start to have awareness on what state you're sitting in. Are you having a negative inner conversation? You're going to catch yourself and go, nope, that's the old story. I don't want that program running anymore. This is the new story. This is the new version. This is the new identity. And you're going to keep attacking that inside until it's gone, until it's dead. And it may trick you a few times. It may pull you out of your state, but eventually you're going to lock in and it's not going to go anywhere. And that's going to be your new identity. That's going to be what people call like the timeline shift or the identity shift or whatever you want to call it. Really, it's just a new dominant state of living from. And it's soft and peaceful, like a knowing, like an intuition, like everything's going to be fine. Everything's working out for me type of feeling. But it's not words, maybe if you can affirm yourself into a feeling state and that works for you, but you either way have to hit the state. So, use whatever tools and techniques you prefer. I like my imagination. I like visuals. I like affirming. I like all of it. I don't really use scripting. But the most important thing is to persist there, to keep visiting the state until it feels natural. Keep coming back to it. Use breathing techniques. Use meditation. Get a coach. Get an exercise regimen going on, something that creates discipline of the mind. So you know where your mind is going. You're aware of what your mind and your imagination is focusing on, what kind of conversations you're having. Are you having inner arguments with someone and then expecting them to show up differently? Your assumption has to change in order for the 3D to change. Okay, don't get it confused thinking that we're manifesting off the 3D. We're changing our inner being first. If you want long-lasting changes and you want to have a different way of living. And honestly, you're going to be happier mentally and emotionally because you're going to realize I am the operant power. I am the creator. And keep saying that to yourself. I am. Or Neville told people to say, isn't it wonderful? I like I am better, but that just helps me kind of like get reprogrammed if something, knocks me out of my state while I'm manifesting something. I am. Because remember, like we're in a human body, so our logical mind is very powerful. It's very strong and overwhelming, and you've got to be aware of it coming for you with the old story, trying to pull you back. So be grateful for the past, revise the past, do something about the past if it bothers you. If you're holding on to resentment, or do Ho'oponopono, get an energy healing, work on the past as well, because it's unfortunately bothers people in the present moment. And Neville was big on revision. So do revision if your past bothers you and it affects you and it gives you limiting beliefs or whatever it's doing. But that's it for today. I hope this video helps. Please like, comment, and share, and I'll be back with another video soon. And I hope that you guys are getting solid in your end state, and it's getting easier, and you will be shifting.